Hi everybody, we're going to make the glow-in-the-dark fireflies today, okay? So fun. And we're going to make all the color, and these little swirls, they're little spirals. Can you see that there's a little swirl in there, right? The spirals represent an escaping firefly. It's not really a firefly, that's a tiny bug. So these are just representing. And sometimes I think it looks like a jar of marbles tipped over or jelly beans. I don't know. Right? And then this is our moon. And the moon is glowing. And then a little white moon right here. And then the last thing we do is grass. And the trick about the grass is putting enough paint. After we put our paint, we push up and flick our paint and try to make stripes. Like that. That's the hardest part, I think. Okay, so we're going to paint our moon first. Okay, because we need it dry to put glow-in-the-dark paint on it. I hear an echo. I think Miss Lopez has her microphone still on. Because you're turning yellow. Okay, so we're going to do this first. And we have to know the difference between a circle and a spiral. Right? Can I show you? Here's a paper plate, right? Whatever. But this is a circle. All my ends touch. And if I was going to make a circle, I would just go round and round and round and round. That's not a spiral. Who knows what a spiral is? Little, little, bigger, 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 bigger. Or super big, smaller, 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 big. Right? So watch. This is a spiral. So I could go really little and go around that one. And they never really touch, and around that one and around that one. It's a spiral. Does that make sense? Or I start big and I go smaller, 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 smaller. Cuter. So we have to make a spiral pattern for our, these little things, right? See how I put red first and then I put a speck of white and spiraled it in? Right? That's what I want. I'm not trying to mix it together and make pink. Nope. I want a spiral, a little string of white. Well, how about if we practice the idea of a spiral using our big moon? Okay? So here, and this is just a suggestion line. You can go bigger than that. I just wanted to show you where the circle goes. Like, don't protect that line. No. It's just, this is the glow of the moon. Okay, so find blue paint. She's super dark. We're going to add white to it and make it cuter. But it's a super dark blue. And we just open it. And if you rewatch my YouTube video, I'm always getting way too close to the camera. So mostly all you see is my chin. So don't laugh at me if you watch the YouTube video over again. Okay, it's just what, every time I watch them over, I'm embarrassed. I don't care. Oh, look at my nose. Okay. So I'm going to get some blue, and I'm just going to get, I'm going to push. I don't get a little bit. I'm going to get I need some blue left over, but I go scoop, and I smash my paintbrush like this, and I go smash. Look how much bigger my paintbrush is when I fold her all the way over and just crush and push the paint like a bulldozer. Woo! Like that. Okay? So big. Bleh, like that. Let me see. Okay, where'd it go? Now I'm going to get a scoop of blue. Like that. I don't even care. I got a scoop of blue on my, I don't care. And now I'm going to, okay, I just would like to get rid of the Sharpie. I don't want to look at it anymore. So, goodbye. And I just smash and wee, goodbye, wee, goodbye, woo. That's just a circle. Okay, that's not a spiral. Terrible. That is just... Didn't I say no circles? Great. But at least we got rid of our Sharpie. Who had to get more paint? Go ahead, Faith. Start painting. Where's your blue paint? Oh, the big yellow one. Itty bitty tiny paintbrush is going to be for fireflies. Okay, now can we get more? Another scoop. What? That is humongous, right? But now I can make my spiral. Watch this. Okay, now I'm going to go big and go, oh, I'm not touching. And I go inside that one, and inside that one, and inside that one. Can you do it? Look, it's shiny. Woo! Olivia has a question.
Are we actually going to be doing that like a spiral?
Yeah, spiral, not a circle. And we don't scribble. We don't scribble. Make a spiral, spiral, spiral. And then it gets smaller, 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 smaller. Should we scribble it? This would be faster, but it would be the wrong texture, right? So get a whole bunch of paint. Okay, it got really dry in the middle. Hey, Aviana, look, it's the whole big, you see the black circle on your canvas? Turn your painting long ways. Now do you see the circle? And the jar is underneath it? Okay, this is the moon. Okay, now I'm gonna get, I need way more blue. Now I'm just gonna be spirally crazy. A big scoop. Now I'm gonna start in the middle because I ran out of paint by the time I got to the middle. And I'm just gonna go, okay, now, bigger, 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 big, 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 big. Now I should go smaller. Smaller, 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 smaller. Then big, 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 big. Oh, there, look it. I didn't get it all. I need more. I'm trying to get rid of all the black, but I'm trying to do it in spiral. Right? Let me get some more blue. All right. So it just was dry. So let me try to make lines. Okay, now go big to small to smaller to smaller to smaller to smaller to smaller to small. Or from small to bigger to bigger to bigger to bigger to bigger. And why are we learning it this way? Because this is going to determine the texture and interest we get from our spirals. Then I paint it blue, and then I put a little spin of white in it, and then don't mix it anymore. Okay? So this has a reason. But who's got black left? Get it! Go away, black background. Okay, a little bit more, and a little bit more. Okay, there's still Blake. That's still Blake. Okay, now I'm going to spiral it just for texture. Small to bigger, 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 to bigger. Okay. Who's getting a tiny speck of paint at a time? You're probably not even done. Can you get a scoop of blue like you're getting a scoop of ice cream? And then you push it around. Push and pull it and push and pull and pull. You shove it around. There, now it's going. Now it's going. Nice. Did you find the black part? Okay, I got my edges are drying already. What? We better hurry. What's stealing the water out of our paint the whole time? It's evaporating. So no dilly-dally. Well, I have blue on my paintbrush, and I'd like to get some white, but that would ruin all my white if I stick this dirty paintbrush in there, so I'm going to lick it off. No, I'm not. Grossos. No, I'm going to get a paper towel. And I just open it nice and big, and then stick my paintbrush in there, and okay. I just want that giant boogie of paint to come out. Maybe I do it one more time. Pinch. There. There. So every time we change colors, we just give it a squeeze. Now I need my white. Look at mine got crushed. My poor white. But it didn't open. I'm so lucky. Now I need how many values of blue am I rooting for? 3. Dark, medium, light. So dark blue doesn't get any white at all. Nothing. Okay. Then medium would have some white, like it's baby blue. But what if I have strings of white? That's pretty. So dark, medium, white. So I'm going to just get a stab of white paint like this. And watch me, everybody watch, after you clean your paintbrush, right? Because otherwise your paintbrush will all... So I go, step. Oh, okay, that was a lot more than I expected. I'm going to get that boogie off the end. There. And I'm just going to drop it off into little dashes, dash, dash, dash around it. So I'm not lines straight and not circles. I just go dash, dash, dash. I'm just kind of dropping it off. Get off of my paintbrush, please, white. Get off. There. But what am I rooting for? What texture is it going to be? A spiral. So should I scribble it together right now and make baby blue? No. That is so boring. We could have stirred it together on a plate and made that color. Oh, we like the texture. Okay, now I might hit some white and I might not, because how many color values do I want for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. Okay, so I go, oh, so some of the blue doesn't get any white? Yep, it's fine, because it's nighttime. Okay, everybody pause and look up, even if you're busy. Watch me. I could start on the outside or the inside, but my spiral, my lines don't touch, right? So I go small, bigger, and I might hit a white and I might not. It's none of my business. Ooh. Okay, I still have dots, so I have to do it again. Maybe I'll do it from the outside going in and go, and I don't care. I'm just like, wait, what's happening? That's so neato. Smaller, 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 smaller. And I can even go again. Bigger, 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 bigger. But I want the texture of a spiral. So much more interesting to look at than a scribble. So remember, watch, I didn't pick up my paintbrush. Push. And then swirl and push. And I might hit a white dot and might not. I give it permission to be different variations of blue. Color value, dark, medium, light. 3D. Okay, that one's a little too white. Who thinks maybe I should touch that one time? Okay, there. I tell her to calm down a little bit. Wait, Valeria. Look, don't scribble. We are making a spiral every time. Then go back, big to small, and small to big. And then how many color values do you have? We're using the yellow paintbrush. The yellow paintbrush, no water, yellow paintbrush. Yellow paintbrush. So you can smash your paintbrush. Find your yellow paintbrush. Where's your yellow paintbrush? Okay, some people are just going to ignore me. All right. So who got an interesting texture? Gally, where's your yellow paintbrush? Where's your yellow paintbrush? Yes, smash it with the yellow paintbrush. Now do it. Do it with the yellow paintbrush, not the tiny blue one. Now go, smash it in. Make spirals. Okay, now, ooh, who got dark, medium, light? Dark pieces, medium pieces, light pieces, exact. Okay, what is on your paintbrush right now? Just a little bit of paint. Watch this. Watch me make misty glow. Watch. You mean just what's left on my paintbrush and I let it just make a misty mist on the outside? It's like invisible dust. And I just do whatever around the outside of the moon. Like the moon is got fuzz around it. Isn't that pretty? That was just my leftover paint from my paintbrush. Now you do it. Just what's in your paintbrush. We're not adding more. Just whatever's left in your paintbrush. Alyssa, I think you made a perfect spiral. Can you swirl that in until you get different variations of color? I think you made a shape. We actually are trying to just make that texture. Can you spin that in? So there's baby blue parts, white parts, and dark blue parts. We did it! Who's got blurry fuzz on the outside? That's more interesting. That's an interesting texture. Miguel, no scribbles allowed. That's a scribble. We're making spirals. How come we're doing spirals? Because what are we actually practicing for? The little fireflies. Okay, they're little, we swirl a little speck of white in them. Okay, now we got to put a moon. So I don't need the white paintbrush to do this. So I set that down.
I think Galilea and Alyssa didn't get that part about swirling.
Yeah, I know.
With the spiral.
Yep, I can see that.
Wondering about Galilea, Alyssa, look at her. You're going to go in circles, sweetie, with your paintbrush. You're going to go like that in circles on the one you already did. Go in circles with it, okay? Make the spiral in the circles with it.
Okay, now we're going to make a moon. So we're going to use our finger. Okay, so we're going to use our fingerprint. You know why? She's perfectly smooth. And we just have to, you can't make a circle because you were born human. It's your parents' fault. So instead of because they were human. So we can make a rainbow and a smile. And that will make a circle. Does that make sense? But we want it thick and flat. So I can't use my fingertip. That'll be like using the bone and it scratches the paint back off. So it's flat, the flat poofy part. And I just touch my white, blink. I could get more if I need to, right? Well, how big is the moon? Want to see? Oh, it's 3 fingers big. It ends up being bigger because we keep fixing it. So, okay, all right. So the middle, I don't know.
Olivia, if you have a question, Olivia, put it in the chat, please. Boys and girls, if you have a question, put it in the chat and I can answer it for you.
Okay, watch. Now we're going to make the moon. So, okay, it's basically the middle, right? But I just go, it's a rainbow, wee, and then a smile, wee. Rainbow, smile. And they go, oh, I didn't quite do it right. So we get some more white, poke. Just a touch, just some. And then let me try it again. So I think my rainbow was nice, but I ran out of paint to make my smile. So I go, okay. But you know why we don't go around and around and around and try to make a circle? Because you'll go around, oh shoot, I ruined it. And then you'll do it again. Oh shoot, I ruined it. And then you do it. But if we do rainbow on purpose, smile on purpose, that's the circle. And now I just use whatever's left over on my finger and fill it in. Woo! How many fingers? 3? I could go a little bigger. Woo! Okay. And then while we're busy doing other things, our moon's going to dry. And then we could put glow-in-the-dark paint on it. Put 3 fingers up. It's a moon, not a dot. Miguel, look. My 3 fingers fit over it. So how big is yours? Tiny? Is that a penny? Make it bigger. Try again. Like, oh, it's a moon, man. 3 fingers. You're like, oh, well, I don't know how to make it bigger. Touch the white paint and go rainbow, smile. 3 fingers fit inside. Moon. Now when you see it, you're like, oh, that's a more balanced size. Right? Now you have to lick your finger off. No, you don't. Use a napkin. If we were wearing the cloth napkins, we could wipe it on our apron, but plastic. So don't bother. Just put it on a napkin. Okay, now we're going to put stars. So we're going to use this, not this paint. This is filth. I got to clean this. This is a mess. I'm going to get my paper towel. I'm just going to give this, I'm going to get the extra off. Ew. Pinch, squeeze, pinch, squeeze. Oh, it makes my paintbrush pointy again. Nice. Let me one more time. There it is. There it is. Okay. And now I'm going to use my stick. My stick. And I'm going to make stars. But when we make our spirals, sometimes our stars get swirled in. Extra highlight. But I just want to show you. Okay, because you're human. It's your parents' fault. You're going to put your stars like this, all evenly spaced apart. I've never seen stars do that ever. Okay, so go back when you're done and make little clusters, little friends, a few friends where they sit in groups. It'll help break up the pattern. But we're going to use our stick. The stick of the yellow paintbrush. Watch me. Everyone watch. We are not making any fireflies right now. We are making stars. Okay? And I clean my paintbrush off. And I'm going to get the white paint. And I'm going to use my stick. You know why? It's like a fingerprint, but a tiny one. And I go, poke. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of paint on it, but only the paint on the end matters. Okay, so where can I put stars? Not in the grass down here, but I could put them on the other side of my jar, and I could put them in the corner, and I could put them all over here. But I don't like to put them in a row because stars don't do that. But when I first do it, it's huge, like a planet, right? But as I go farther away and I just go boink, oh, it's smaller, 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 smaller. I'm running out of paint. It's turning invisible, and then it's a tiny speck. Look how tiny. Those must be very, very far away galaxies, right? So giving it permission to run out of paint makes them different sizes. So I just get more white, and then I try not to make them best friends yet. I just go doink, and then and I try to jump around far away so that nobody's touching. Boing, boing, boing. And then look, I ran out of paint, but doesn't there look like there's paint on my paintbrush? It's an illusion because there's no paint on my stick. So just the end counts. And then I go, okay, this one's going to be a planet. So super close and far away. So I'm using the stick, not my paintbrush. Use your stick, not your paintbrush. And I just go poke, 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 poke. Oh, I ran out again. More paint. Poke, 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 poke. Hop, 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 hop. And then I ran out. More paint. Oh, I forgot. What about next to my jar over there? Are you using your stick? Right? And it makes little tiny circles, like Hershey's Kisses. Not my paintbrush. That's all blue. I use my stick. And I just go, oh, pokey, 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 poke, 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 around my moon, around my moon, around my moon. There. Okay, that's, I'll go all the way down with the grass. You know who always gets jealous? This side of the painting. Everybody likes to do the middle. But aren't stars infinity? Can you get some and put them near the edges? The edge would like some near the frame. Oh, The edges are jealous. I could go near my jar, but there's a jar there. Okay, now measure your stars with your fingers. Are they exactly 3 fingers apart? How about 2 fingers apart, depending on how many you put? What, you weirdo person? Yep, you're a human. So, because humans like patterns. Remember all that training you did to get your letters evenly spaced apart? That's it, right? So let's make some clusters. Let's make some groups of 3s and 5s and be like, I am a cluster of flint. And then it looks more like space, because don't space have those universes, right? Or those galaxies, and they look like little, oh, it's a little best friend group. Oh, another little best friend group down here. And oh, best friends. Doesn't that help break up the pattern a little bit? Like, oh, it's not so perfect because it was looking a little, and I just go, a little group, another little group. But how much you want to bet now your groups are evenly spaced apart? You weirdo human. Because we can't help it. Because we always want to do that. I don't know. Doesn't that look better? We don't have to put anything in the jar. I guess you could. But who cares? Because we're full of fireflies. Wow. Now we can clean off our stick. Who thinks that looks good, right? And then, doesn't it look better after you do little families? Because that's more like space, right? Little groupies. Oh. The onesies all separated and all evenly spaced apart. No, it's like, that's not what space looks like. All perfect. Okay, now we get to make our fireflies. Okay, and we're going to switch to Itty Bitty Baby paintbrush. And we like her because she can't hold very much paint. This one, how much paint could she hold? A lot. And then what happened when you smashed her? She'd be humongous. Well, this one, we hold it like a pencil, and we don't have to push very hard. The paint will just come off. She's a very good little paintbrush. Okay, so we're gonna do rainbow order. Remember, we do rainbow order so we don't make any icky colors, right? So I'm gonna make red ones first. But there's so many colors to do. We're going to do red 2, always 2, two fireflies hide in the jar, and then 5 fireflies fly away. Okay? But where are they flying away to? They actually don't go in the moon. Okay, no. And they don't go in the grass. But where are they heading? They're trying to get away to this corner. So I kind of do a zigzag pattern. I don't know, it's me. But one near the jar, and then doink, doink, farther away, farther away, farther away, farther away, farther. Like boink, 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 right? They're not in a straight line. No, they're escaping. The jar opened and fell. Okay? So how much red would that be? These are kind of little. But it actually doesn't matter how much, because this paintbrush can't hold very much. So I'm going to stab my red. Stab. Stab. Look at, she can only hold that much paint no matter how much you tried. Stab. Okay. And how big is a firefly? We have a lot of colors to do. So it's actually 1 fingerprint big. See? 1 fingerprint big. But she tends to grow when we put the white on her. So, 1 fingerprint-ish. Okay, so I go, okay, just 2 different places for red. So it's a spiral. Who remembers how to make a spiral? So I'm just gonna go, I go big and I go smaller, 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 smaller. Wait, is it a fingerprint? It is! Okay, now I'm gonna find another spot. Spiral, 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 and then fingerprint. Oh, that one was too big. Okay, next time for sure I'm gonna do it better. All right. Okay. 2 in the jar. Doink, doink. And they're not touching because we have a lot of colors. Okay, and then, did you put 2 in the jar? Sure. And then put your finger over it. Yeah. It's about a finger. Okay? And the little blue paintbrush, why? Because she holds just the right amount of paint. But I would like to turn on the light of my Firefly. So I'm just going to clean my paintbrush off real quick. Pinch. And look at, in 1 pinch, it takes all the extra red out. But how much white do I need to highlight this? How much blue did we use? And then how much white? It was just a little bit of white when we did it compared to how much blue. So I'm going to go with my white, and I'm just going to get a speck of white. So watch me, everybody watch. I'm going to get a speck. You got a little bit on the end. A little tiny touch. Not a stab. Just a little tiny and a tiny touch. Okay, now you do it. Touch. Tiny. Okay, now let's try a spiral. So how many colors should happen in the red? Red, it didn't get any white, exactly. And then some red and white will happen, they'll mix together, and that'll be like pinkish. And then sometimes white will still exist. So if I do it 1 time, I must stop. Because what happens if I keep swirling? What color do I get? Pink? No. So watch me. Everybody watch with your eyes. Here I go. I'm going to touch the middle, or you can start on the outside, but I always start on the middle, and I touch, and I go around that, and around that, and around that, and around that. Look, I got red pieces, pink pieces, and white pieces. What if I touch it 1 more time? What am I going to get? A big blob of pink. How soft was I when I put that on there? How soft? Now you do it.
Olivia and Anna-Marie, can I please have you have your cameras on? Thank you.
And then how another teensy tiny itsy weetsy beetsy. A little bit of white for the other red one. Okay. You know why we're going so slow? These are our first ones. So we give ourselves learning curve, right? I go, okay, brain, we'll do this. And then I go, oh, okay, here's this other red one who's just sitting there looking red and boring. And I put a tiny bit of white, and I make a spiral, and then I call her done. And that's all. Should I swirl it some more? No, I'll make a gumball. I don't want no gumball. I want a spiral. Who got a good texture? Who felt like they could stop before it became a gumball? Okay, those are our first 2. So those are our ugliest ones. How come? Because this is Earth, and you only learn stuff here by doing it, right? Like, I don't know how to do it. Well, you have to do it and kind of ruin it and then do better. You just adjust. Okay, so those are my ugliest ones. So the 5 that fly away are going to be better. So I clean my paintbrush, buy white. Okay, now I'm going to do 5 those were just learning curve ones. Now we can go like faster. That was nice and slow for our brain. Now 5 escape. Okay, and where are they escaping to? This corner. So I get my red, stab. And if I have to get more red along the way, I do. And then who thinks they made theirs too big? Too small? Too much paint? Not enough paint? Can you make an adjustment? That's what learning is. Adjusting, okay? So, okay. So I get my, I'm going to put one really close to the jar. Swirl. Okay. Fingerprint. Yep. Because I can adjust. If I check, I can adjust. And then she jumps away in a zigzag pattern. Near the moon. Near the center. Farther away. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, that one's too big. Shoot. Should I be mad and go home? No. I'll just adjust and do better. Now, did you put 5 fly away? 5 red ones fly away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fly away. But is those red things, do those look very interesting to look at? The light's not even on. So how do we turn on the light? We have to clean the red off, right? So we don't contaminate all our white paint. So give it a pinch. Pinch. And then how much white do you think? Who got too much white when you put it on your inside your jar? Could you adjust right now and get less? Could you adjust and get more if you were too delicate? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we do. Let's see how our brain evaluates it. Okay. So I'm gonna go, okay, because everybody's at a different spot of the learning curve. So you're like, oh, I gotta adjust. So I get a speck of white, and I'm gonna spin this one in there. I'll do it up close. It's too far away. Okay. So I go, okay. Ooh, look at that blob of red right there. I'm gonna have to spin it. Ooh, bigger, and stop. I almost went twice. That would have just made pink. So, whoa. I'm out of white. There was a big blob of red right there.
I don't see your brother.
Okay, now I'm going to put more white. Okay, I find a different one. And land and swirl.
Okay.
And swirl. Okay, I'm out of paint. I need more white paint. It didn't do nothing. I must have had a microscopic amount. And then swirl. Spiral. Oh, that one's a little funky. Look what I did. I don't care. Should I get mad or just do better? I just do better. Next time. That one was better. Smoother. Okay, how many color values do we have? 3. Okay, look. Do you have red parts that didn't get any white? Okay. Do you have white and red mixed together? Makes a little bit of pink. And then little strings of white too. 3D. That was our first one. How many more do we have to do? So I also want to tell you about your brain. So the very first time we do it, your brain's like, what? I don't get it. I'm frustrated and confused. Then we do another set and you're like, oh, I kind of understand it. All right, I got it. And then the next set, you're like, this is boring. I already know how. Because your brain is only excited when it's hard and confusing. Did you know that? As soon as you figure it out, your brain's like, boring, boring. So you're having fun. Well, it's confusing and frustrating. So I put the lid on the red. Bye, red. Bye-bye. And I get my orange. Ooh, there's a little bit of red left, even when I pinched my paintbrush off. So what will red and orange make? It'll look like fire. I kind of like that, all right? So how many orange ones go in the jar? 2. How much paint? Stab. And I just put 2 in the jar. 1, 2. Uh-oh, I'm making a box. When I put the other colors, I better fix that. Made it 4, like it was like dice. Okay, then how many fly away? I get more orange. I don't even care. And go, okay, 1 near the jar. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm out to get orange. Any more already? 4, 5. That one was too thin. 5. And then, wait, are they a fingerprint apart? I mean, fingerprint big? That one was a little big. Yep. Okay, I did it. But there's a whole bunch of orange on my paintbrush. Should I lick it off? No, you grosso. I'm going to just kind of give a paper towel and give it a pinch. Don't taste it. I was teasing you. It tastes like... It won't kill you, but you'll hate it. When we were out to dinner once at Denny's, swear, this is a real story, my brother said, snort the salt. Like that. It burned so bad. I was crying. My brother got in so much trouble. They go, oh, do that. That's funny. Ha ha ha. It's not funny. Okay, now I'm going to get white. You don't put things in your mouth that you're not supposed to put in your mouth. Kidding? Or in your nose. Okay, white. Now what am I going to try to do? Try to make an orange gumball? No. I'm going to make a spiral. So I got my little poke of white and very gently I make a spiral. Whee! I got white pieces, orange pieces. Oh, okay. That's it. Done. Don't rub it in. You just let the white float on top. And just for interest, just for making an interesting texture. Who's adjusting how much white you get now? Just, you know? And you're like, I didn't know. Now I know. How did you learn that? By doing. Exactly. Because this is Earth. If you watch your teacher do math, are you learning math? No. When does the learning actually happen? When you do the math. Then your brain goes, oh! Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at that one. That one's interesting. A big blob of white happened at the top, but I kind of like it. Oh, I almost put my dirty paintbrush in the white. Are you crazy? You crazy, lady? That'll make all your white look dirty. Okay, spiral. Who beat me already? Who's already beating me? Did you put white in all? What? I'm talking too much. Swirl. Okay, who thinks they understand this now? So we were confused and frustrated. Then we go to understanding. Now the next one will be so easy. Exploring. Because we have a human brain. And that's the stages of learning. And if you would like it to be different and easier than that, you should have picked a different planet. Okay, what comes after orange? I'm going to put the lid on orange. You know you guys can play with these later, like on Saturday, and decorate rocks and stuff. Okay. And then yellow. Look at this beautiful bright yellow. Red, orange, yellow. Yellow's next. Smells like paint. Okay, how am I going to go inside the jar? I don't even need to tell you now, huh? I don't even need to say it with any words, because you already know. Because you have that kind of good brain. So, oh, and there's still orange and red a little bit. My paintbrush, so it might look like fire. I don't know. Okay, stab! So I go, 1. Ooh, I got a little bit of fire. 2. Oh, what if we go on top of a star? So, they're in the background. We could do that. Doesn't matter. And then how many fly away? 5. 1, 2, I'm already out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And where are they going? And it's kind of like a big V. They don't fall down to the grass. They don't go into the moon, but they can go anywhere in here, but they're trying to get to this corner. Run away. Clean my paintbrush. Pinch. And then, who did that super easy? It was practically boring. Exactly. Because that's how we are. And now how much white? We're going to turn on the light. Put a little swirl. Are we making gumballs or spirals? Spirals. So I get a little pearl of white, and I spin it in and swirl. Oh, that's so much brighter with the white in it. It turns from like yellow to like bright lemon. Look at mine. Ching, 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 ching. Love. Turn on the light. But it has to be a white spiral, not just, I'm not making a lemon color. I'm making a swirl of, oh, nothing happened. I did not have enough white on my paintbrush. I'm going to be mad and throw a tantrum. No, I just adjust. Oops, whatever. Learning brain, a little bit of white. Spin, swirl, done. Who's getting very confident with how much paint you get and how you do a spiral? How fast did you do that? In 3 colors? But what a good human brain you have. A brain for learning. It's like you're all set up, ready for success. Boom. Oh, that was, oh, look at too much white. That was, I'm going to clean my paintbrush off. That's a glob of white. And I'm just going to gently tell that white to calm down. One more swirl. Okay, there. Calm down, white. There. I turn on the light. Okay, clean your paintbrush. What comes next? Green. But which green? Light green. Regular leaf green. This one, she dries almost black. Let me show you. She's such a deep green. Look at what green looks like if I don't get any other color in her. What? That's really dark green. She probably looks black. But she's this dark shadow green because how many color values do we want in our grass? Dark, medium, yellow, right? Dark green, medium green, yellow. 3 versions. Okay, so now I can get light green. But why do I have to give us so much green for the grass? So I go, oh, well, how much, oh, you don't even need to tell me to tell you. How many go in the jar? How many fly away? How big are they? 1 fingerprint. I know, see? So are you at the point where your brain is like, I already know this lady, you don't have to help me. This is almost boring. That's right, that's what the human brain does. So you go, okay, I got this. 1, 2, and 3 fly away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way near the top. Look at me, I almost left the painting. I got so close to the top. 1, 2, oh, she looks so dark on the canvas. Look how see-through she is. She's gonna need white's help. She's dark. She needs some white. So I'm gonna clean the paintbrush and turn on the light with some white. Clean my paintbrush so I don't filthy up all my white. Okay, puke, spin. Oh, that has way better shimmer shine. Still much cooler. Ew! Oops, I just put green in my paintbrush. I mean in my white. I'm going to get that out. I don't want that there. Get out of here. Green grossness. Okay, there. Okay, whoop. And then spin. Whee! Okay, now that was too much white. Oh, well. Next one will be better. Spin. Whee! Oh, it was. So if I need to make an adjustment, does that mean I made a mistake or that I'm still in the learning curve? Right? I'm like, oh, I haven't mastered it yet. I'm still adjusting. I'm still thinking it through. I'm still evaluating. I am, because I have a human brain. And I can clean my paintbrush. Pinch. Who made the green ones with confidence? Hey, Jonathan, you need to hurry and make that moon. You just put more paint on your moon and it's supposed to be dry already so that we could put glow-in-the-dark paint on. So hurry and make your moon and I hope that it dries, okay? Because you put a second layer and now it's going to be wet. We needed to, mine's all dry already, so I could put glow-in-the-dark paint on it. Just FYI. Right there. Okay, what comes after green? Red, yellow, green. Blue! There I didn't put the lid on mine, so mine is red day. And then we already know what she's going to look like because we already did it up here, right? So how many go in the jar? How many fly away? It's getting crowded up in here. Look how crowded it is. Good thing we only counted and only put some. So I get the blue. Okay, now I'm getting all crowded in my jar and I have to decide. 1, 2, okay, 1 near my jar. 1, and then fly away. Ooh, look how black blue looks against the black background. What if you land on a jar on a star? Is that okay? Yes, the stars are in the background. Forget about the stars. So I got 1. Wait, how many fly away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then clean my paintbrush. Little pinchy pinch. And then how much white? You don't even need me to tell you, huh? Who's an expert at getting just the right amount already? How did you learn that so fast? That's right, because you did it. If you watched me do it, would it make more sense? I know. Okay, can't wait to see these blue ones change. Swirl. Oh, because it's such a pretty color. Wow. And it also helps me flatten my paint because I need my paint flat so it will evaporate. So when I put my glow-in-the-dark paint on there, it won't be wet anymore. It will have dried. Look at how dark my blue is. God, if I didn't put white on there, I bet she'd be invisible on the black background. She needs white's help. Let's turn on the light. Sting! Bright. Ooh, I got white and baby blue and dark blue on the same spiral. You are so jealous of me right now. Spin. Nice. Spit, spit. Wait. I really do have to stop, balance my hand, and make my spiral. Because I will go, blah, 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 and I'm like, I have to like calmly walk up to it. It doesn't matter how many times I've done these. I still have to concentrate and go, woo, okay. Woo, all right, got it. Yay! We have one color left. Okay, so if we have one color left, who thinks you actually need my help? Mastery is doing something by yourself, no helpsies. I think you guys are ready to do the purple ones all by yourself. But because I am a teacher and teachers can't stop talking, I will cover my mouth to try to be quiet so that you guys can do this with your own brain. Okay, purple and white. You guys ready?
Open your mouth.
It's dark, huh? Oops, I won't cover my mouth. Okay, I'm done. Did you do it by yourself, no helpsies? Oh, Alyssa, look at, right now, they look like planets in space. And then that looks like the moon. It looks like a space portal, like a time travel portal. That's what your painting looks like right now. I know, right? So who feels like you have interesting texture? How about your color values? Dark, medium, light? You have spirals instead of circles. You gave permission for the color to eat up your white paint, and you literally run out of white paint while you do it, and you don't even care. And you just stop touching it. And you went, I appreciate the texture of that, and I stopped touching. Isn't that neat? And everybody did it differently. If you put on gallery, you can see, because you can see, what? Everybody's is different. Everyone's unique. Okay, now we got to make our jar. Okay, here's the jar. Okay, so everybody pause and look up. The jar is blue paint with a string of white on it. Okay, that sounds really simple. But here's what you're going to fight. So, you know when you do crayons and you have to, whoops, come back here. When you have to do crayons and you scribble? Or you do color pencils? Or you do markers? Why do we scribble? Because the color comes out in one tiny little line at a time, and scribbling gets more color out, right? But paint is so thick, you noticed when we did the moon, you actually push paint like this, like that, and you smash it around, right? So I actually get my blue paint and I push my paint on top of the jar. Push, pull. And then it only lasts, because this is such a tiny paintbrush, she only lasts for like a second. And then you have to get more paint. So I just go, okay, watch me do it first so you have an understanding of it. Okay, so watch. I'm going to get my blue. And I get a pearl of blue paint. Oh, and it's just a pearl, right? A pearl of blue paint. But did somebody say something? Oh, I thought I heard something. Okay, now watch me. Mine is on a silver Sharpie. Yours is on a black, shiny, right? So watch me do it first. Everybody pause and look up. I only have one jar. Okay, so I'm not picking up my paintbrush and I'm not scribbling because I do not want a furry jar. Miguel, go ahead and mute yourself. Okay, watch this. Here I go. Everybody, can you see me? Watch. I just go, push. Turn the corner. And then I already ran out of paint. Poke. Get more. Push. I'm just going to do the top of the jar first. Miguel, go ahead and mute yourself. Push. Push. Okay. But I'm just going to do the jar first. Watch me. It's blue. Now I clean my paintbrush. Now I'm going to smear some white and float the white on top. And what am I hoping to get? White, medium, and run out of white paint. Okay, watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Here I go. Okay, right over what I already did. It's going to start out very white because of the moonshine. Super white. Not very white. Running out of white. And I'm just sliming this on top of my blue. And I give it permit. And because I made it slippery with blue paint, the white goes on very smooth. Now I can do my sides. Now you try the jar. Try the top of the jar. And push your paint like this. Push. Then push. No wigglies. No wigglies. Tiny blue paintbrush. How come we can't use the yellow paintbrush? When she opens way too big. It's supposed to be a skinny little shimmer. A shimmer. And you just push. It'll still work. There's white underneath the goobers. Miguel, mute yourself. Can you mute Miguel for him? Okay, now I'm gonna do the sides of the jar, which is just, I get blue paint and they're just straight lines. But will I be able to make a straight line being a human and not using a ruler? No. So I get the blue paint and I just go, it's gonna have some waggles, but this is human made, not made by a printer. And so it has a few waggles. I just go, bye, Sharpie. Okay, there. Now I get a poke of white, poke. And I'm going to slide it right on top of the blue. Whee! And look, it's not perfectly straight, and you don't even notice, because this is a handmade painting. And it makes baby blue and white and dark blue, and I give them permission to mix while I'm coating them. So how many color values for 3D, even on glass? 3. So first it's blue, then I get a poke of white, and I slime on top of the blue. Oh, look at it, it's that soft. I like that one. How come that one's so much brighter? Because it's closer to the moon. No, actually, I got a big glob of white. I don't know why it happened. And then, ooh, what about the bottom of the jar? She's like a big oval. And then once I make it blue, then I get a little bit of white and I just float right on top of the blue. Swim, swoosh, and done. Nice. And we do it softly. How it happens when you push hard on your paintbrush? It opens like this. What happens when you scribble? It's very, very furry. So we just go push. Don't pick up your paintbrush, Valeria. Look, just push and let the string just float on top. You don't have to mix it in. You just go wee. There it is. Smooth. Wee. Exactly. But what does my jar have that yours doesn't have? What's happening to the top of my jar a little bit right there? The moon is shining on the top of my jar. But now if you look at that, what do you think that's made out of now that you've painted a little bit? Isn't this made like a few scratches of blue with a little bit of white on them? And they touch the top of the jar and kind of fall down. They're one fingerprint big. They're not a comb. They all touch, right? But they are like little stripes. You want to see me do it? Okay. So it's just shimmer shine because the jar is rounded at the top. So I stab my blue really far because I like a lot of it. So I don't have to stop and get more so much. But I go, okay, everybody pause and look up, watch me. So I'm going to, it's the moon shining on it, right? The moon is doing this. So I go, oh, I touch the line and pull, 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 pull. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's like the number 1, 1, 1. Look how blue that is. But am I going to leave it like that? No. Now I get some white. Okay, look at how much white I got. No. What is ridiculous? Okay, just some. And I just want to make some. I'm rooting for blue and white stripes. It would be the most interesting texture. Okay, so now I just touch the line and pull down. 1, 1, 1, 1. And I may have some white on there. I may not. It's none of my business. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Sometimes it's whiter than other times. I don't care. It's shimmer shine. It's the moon shining. The moon is shining on my jar. And it's just one fingerprint big. Right? Who feels good about it so far? I know. You're doing such a good job. And does your jar shimmer shine? Some people's are going to be smooth. Some people's are going to be very furry because they couldn't help but scribble. You know why? How long have you been scribbling to make color? Since you were born, since you were a baby, right? So some people just could not get past the idea of scribbling for color, right? So that's fine. And some people really tried to go, can I make this line smooth by just pushing my paint? So both are depending on how much you trusted, right? Curiouser and curiouser. So what texture is the jar? Furry? No. Spiral? No. Do I give it permission to have dark pieces, medium pieces, and light pieces? Yeah. What happens if I kept touching it? Baby blue. Well, that's not 3D, right? Who's ready to put some glow-in-the-dark paint on there? So we're going to put glow-in-the-dark paint all over our moon, right? All over that blue part, but it should be dry. And I'm really hoping, who is decorating extra? Jonathan, were you the one decorating extra? Check it and touch it and see if it's dry. I'm really hoping that it's dry. Is it sticky? A little bit sticky? Okay, I want you to put your glow-in-the-dark paint on, because look at what has to happen. We put trees on it too. So in about an hour or two, like at 7 o'clock, the trees will be dry enough, and you're gonna put glow-in-the-dark paint over all of it. Okay? Not right now with us, because you're just going to smear it. You're going to smear your inlet, okay? Mine is on top of everything, but I have a trick that I like to do. And I don't want to touch my jar, because I will smear my jar. So don't touch your jar. It's going to be wet. Okay, so find your glow-in-the-dark paint. Oh, so exciting. I'm going to shake it a little bit. Make sure none of my, I don't want any of the gel, the powder to float on. Okay, so exciting. Okay, okay. And I'm going to use my finger and coat the whole outside of the moon part, which is why I talk about the jar. Because if you get all hyper and you come way down here, you know you're going to hit your wet jar. Alyssa has a question.
What color is the glow-in-the-dark?
She looks like this see-through green stuff. She's not white. She's this gel that I put this super glow-in-the-dark powder in. And if you touch it, you can actually feel the grains in there, and you can feel the powder in it. That's how sensitive your fingers are. Those are microscopic fuzzes. What? How can my fingers feel this? This is too small to be able to feel, but you can. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now we're just going to use our finger and put spiral. Do not scribble. Why? Because this glow, when I turn off the light, the only thing that will show is the texture, right? So if I scribble it on there, what's going to show at night? A bunch of lines? No, I would like a spiral to show up. Does that make sense? Valeria has a question.
Is the glow-in-the-dark?
Yeah, that's her. She looks like gel. Yep. Yep. And we're just going to use our finger just for the moon, around the moon, and I just go smearing it around. And look at this texture. What? It's skipping. I don't even mind that. That's going to be interesting at night. Because all it will show is because the painting will be black, right? But, look at this interesting spiral texture I'm going to have. Around and around. We'll put an extra thick layer on our moon, right? Ooh. So cute. So cute. And then it looks like white. It'll dry clear like Elmer's glue. So don't worry. And I just get a scoop with my finger and then I smash it around. Smash it around. And I like the weird texture I'm getting. And I can flatten my finger. The fingertip seems to scratch it. Question? Oh, okay. And I just go, wee. Good job. Now I have glow-in-the-dark paint on there. So cute. And then, you know what? I can't really tell. I'm going to hold it up to the light. Okay, wait. I'm going to put more. I think I was not generous enough. I want some glow powder on there. I'm going to do it again. Let me just see. I'm going to put thicker. I have thin parts. I don't like that. I want it thicker. Okay. Because are we dropping off gel or the powder? So if we put it on too thin, you're putting thinner and thinner powder. It's okay to have some lump-de-lump. That'll be brighter with thicker powder. Does that make sense? Okay, now let's do the moon. Alyssa has a question. Go ahead. Yes?
Am I using the right one?
Yeah, is it almost like clear? And yes, that's her. Go like this. Look, Alyssa. Cover it up like this and peek at it. Is it glowing? It is. Okay, now I'm going to put an extra thick layer, super smooth, on my moon. Okay, I just did the outside part, but I want my moon to glow. So I got a huge, disgusting amount and super thick and as soft as I can. What happens if I push hard? I'm just going to wipe it off. So I want it super thick and flat with the flattest part of my finger. Nice and so it's super, super thick on my moon. There. Let me make sure. I have to look at the reflection in my light. No, no, no. It wants more. Because your finger acts like a sponge and will take some of it off too if you're not careful. I'm doing it super soft to try to get it thick but flat. And I'm looking at the reflection that my light is making. Yeah, I think I did it. Now I'm going to lick it off my finger. No, you grosso. Just wait. I can wipe it on my napkin. And we can't do our jar right now because it's still wet. And whatever is shiny is wet. So I look at my my fireflies, and some of them are still shiny. I'm tilting them so I can get the light from up there. No, we cannot put the glow-in-the-dark paint on there yet. We should paint the grass and give the little glow-in-the-dark fireflies some more time to dry. What do you think? Okay, so let me show you again how to do the grass. Okay, so we're going to put, look at there's lines right here. Can I show you? Look. Oh, wait, I'm going to drop them. Wait, let me balance. Okay, there. Okay, so look, I put a line right here. Means put the dark green, all the dark green, and you can use your finger to do it. All the dark green till none's left in your cup below this line. Then medium green goes above it, but they can touch. They're going to be grass. And then we get yellow to go like this. And you can only flick up. Everybody pause and look up. You cannot put the glow-in-the-dark paint on do not put glow-in-the-dark paint on your fireflies right now. Your fireflies are wet and they will just make mud. Okay? So please don't do that. So now I'm going to get my, then I get yellow and I flick it like this. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to get a paper plate. I'll just use this spiral paper plate that I already used once, right? So here's my super dark green. Open it. And here's my medium green. I already had it open. And then here's my yellow. Those are all my grass colors, right? Okay, so I'm going to use my finger and be disgusting about it. Dark green. Ew, watch this. So pretend, no, I'll get another one. That's confusing. Okay, so I'm going to make like super and thick. How thick? Thicker than thick. Oh my God, I can't even see through it. And I'm just put it super thick. Then I get medium green. Watch me, everybody watch. Medium green, and I touch above it. I don't care. They touched, but medium green's brighter, and she's it looks the same, but it's a brighter color. Then I get my paintbrush, my yellow paintbrush, but I can only, hold on, everybody pause. Mine is all stiff. Whose is stiff? Bounce it on your hand like this. It'll break up the plastic. There. Okay. No, yellow paintbrush. Yellow paintbrush. There, now she's rougher. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to get my yellow. Stab! I just stabbed my yellow. Now I'm going to touch the very bottom of my painting and touch the dark green and push with the yellow and just go. I can only go up. Watch, Paolo. I can only go up. Victoria, watch. Jaden. Faith. Watch. I'm going to go straight up. Flick. Oh. Flick. 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 And I'm using the yellow to smear. So how many color values do I have? 3. Flick. 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 There. I have dark pieces, medium pieces, and yellow pieces. And then did somebody cut these with scissors? Are they long, short, medium, little, tiny? Long, short, medium? And what if I get some grass on my jar? I'm supposed to get grass on my jar. Otherwise, the jar looks like it's floating away. So who's ready? Okay, you could do this with your finger, or if it totally grosses you out, you can use your big yellow paintbrush. Okay? It's just an idea. So first we put the color, and then we add the texture. Flick up. Wait, let me show you how to ruin it. Everybody pause and look up. This is how you ruin it. Everybody pause. Look, I go straight up and then let me push down. What happens when I push down? I flattened it and now there's no pointy top. If I flick up, they're pointy. Woo, woo. But if I push down, what do I get? A fence post. Does that make sense? Okay, so now let's get green. Super dark green. I'm gonna use all this up. Watch me. And I'm gonna be disgusting about it. And I don't even care. Watch me. What? And I'm just gonna paint below this line. Scoop, slop, scoop, slop. I don't care. How much paint is it gonna take to flick? A lot. If I don't have enough paint on there, nothing actually happens. Okay, look at me. Ew, it is so thick. It is like, oh, I smeared it. It is like thick, all the way touching the, oh, it's so thick. I'm going to put more. I still have green in my cup. I'm going to put more. Do you know how much I need? What will happen to this if I don't put enough? Nothing will happen. I'll go like this, flick, and nothing will happen. There won't be enough to move. So I get a glob like frosting. Look at how much I have in my green cup. That means I did not put enough. I'm going to scoop it like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I'm going to put it on thicker. Ew. Now I'm going to get, I still have green in my cup. Now I'm going to give him another scoop. Oh my God. Look how much paint I have. Ew, why are you being so gross, teacher? Because it's going to make a flickety texture. We're going to make it nice and thick and beautiful. Who put it thicker than me? Did you make it thicker than me even? Use up all the green. Why? We're using our yellow paintbrush. Valeria. Yellow paintbrush can hold more paint. Scoop the baby paintbrush. Yeah. Baby paintbrush. And then just stab it on your, yeah. Scoop and slop. See how much more paint she can push? Scoop it and slop it. Are we mixing it in right now? Are we trying to make it flat and even? No, it is so thick. You are like thinking I'm lying to you right now. I always say that to everybody, and then they go to make their grass, and they're like, mine didn't, nothing happened. I'm like, you put it on too thin. Is there any dark green left in your cup? Then keep going. Do you think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. And then I clean my paintbrush from that dark green, and now what do I want? Light green. And there's another line. It's just a suggestion line. It just says try to go high. So how much medium green? Oh, what if I touch the dark green? It's the same grass. They're not scared of each other. Slop. Oh, wait, she's see-through. This green is see-through. I'm going to have to put it on super, super, super thick. Scoop, slop, 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 slop. Scoop, slop, slop. We're going to make dark, medium, light, and texture. What texture is it? Flick up, right? And Faith has a question.
Do you like mix it all together?
No, they're just touching. Look at my painting. The very dark green is on the bottom, then light green, and then we flick them with yellow. So I put very dark green on the bottom, and then I put medium green, and now I'm going to get yellow and flick them. Who wants to see me do it? Wait, can I flick down? Faith, put it on your painting. There's nothing on your painting. Just put all that green on your painting, and then you're going to flick it with yellow. Nobody's using a plate and mixing. We're just putting it right on our painting. Okay, everybody pause and look up. Everybody pause. Stop what you're doing so you can watch what I'm doing. Stop, Jose. Okay, watch. I'm not scared of how much yellow to get. She is my shimmer shine. Stab, but watch. And I can only flick up. Watch me. Don't do it, Zoe. Watch. I touch the very bottom and I'm going to push it straight up. Flick. Oh, look at how many color values do I have? Should I touch it one more time and mix it better? No, it is perfection. And then I go right next to it. Flick. Oh, what? Ooh, one more time. Flick. Oh, and then when it doesn't go, I have to get more yellow. Stab. And this is all we're using the yellow for. So you can contaminate your yellow. But watch. Flick. Oh, flick. Oh, ooh, ah, he. Uh-oh, look, they're not touching right there. Let me touch in between. I don't want it to be a fence. Oh, hey, do these have to be perfectly straight or can they bend a little bit? And are they all touching? All my grasses are touching. Oh, I need more yellow. Nothing's happening. Touch the very bottom and swoop. Up, 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 up. Oh, that one's my favorite. Up. Oh, now nothing happened. When it just turns green, you've ran out of yellow. And I just touch the very bottom of my painting where it's shadowy and go up, 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 and then green. So boring. Now I get more yellow. Yellow! And how much yellow? A stab of yellow. And then go, Valeria, we're making grass now. Stop. Yeah, just put the yellow and go whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't fix your green anymore. Just put the yellow streaks up, up. How come you can only go up? Pointiness. Alyssa, there's no spaces between your grass. They touch like you're vacuuming or mowing the lawn. Up, up. And we got dark pieces and medium pieces and light pieces are the yellow. And am I afraid to touch my jar? No. How come? Because it's in the grass. Of course. Up, up, up for pointiness. Up, 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 up. Who's getting interesting texture and color? Is each one unique? Oh wait, Valeria, it only lasts like three pieces of grass. So stab your yellow and go 1, 2, 3, and then you run out of yellow. And then you get more yellow, stab your yellow. And then go 1, 2, 3, and then get more yellow. Stab. So you're smearing the green with the yellow. And what are we rooting for? Dark, medium, light pieces, dark, medium, light pieces. Yes. Yes, we are. Victoria has a question. Are we scribbling? No. Victoria, yes?
I was going to tell you that my Chromebook died, so I didn't see that part of the grass.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so I can tell you again real fast. But you see those two lines of the Sharpie that's right here? Right? So underneath that, we put the super dark green. Then above that, we put medium green. And then we take all of it. It's so thick. And then we take yellow, stab, and we push right through the dark green and push up. And the streaks of yellow tell the two colors of green. Oh, look, you can see some of my green, those stripes. No, I'm going to get by. Oh, I don't want to see that. I want to see those long horizontal lines. Okay, there. So I push the greens together, flick, using yellow.
So we need both of the greens and the yellows?
Uh-huh. So dark green on the bottom. Let me show you. Let me get another one. I don't know if you can see it. So here's what, can you see the two Sharpie lines? Right? The bottom one means fill this one up with dark green. Fill this one up with medium green. And then we make grass by putting yellow. Stab the yellow and go flick right past both of them. And they make stripes. It's super pretty.
So do we start with dark green?
Dark green on the bottom. And you put it on as thick as possible. Who likes their green and their grass? And who got more than one version of green? Do you have dark green, medium green, light green. Yes! Good job. Who goes back and touches it twice? No. You just let the colors sit there and be like strings of each other. And they go dark green, medium green, and light green stripes. If we keep touching it, what do we get? One color of green. Very boring. Okay, who's ready to make trees? Let me show you our trees. Ooh, it's in our moon. So if you're ready, we're going to turn our painting like this. Ew, my grass just slimed me. I touched it. So the moon's on the bottom now, like this, so I can draw the tree. See, look, when it's like this, you can see how much easier it is to draw. There's straight lines going up. Way easier. So when you're done with grass, put your moon touching the bottom, which means if you did a whole bunch of sloppy green, you know what might happen is you might get green on the bottom of your painting. It won't hurt nothing. No one will see the side of your painting. Okay. I'm just watching and waiting for everybody to turn their painting. Because then I know you're ready. Oh, Victoria's making grass right now. Go, go, make Victoria. Dark green, and then medium green pieces, and then yellow pieces. Yes, yes, yes. Some people are still making grass. We're going to have a little teeny tiny rest. Okay, don't touch it anymore if you made your grass, because it will just make a version of grass, right? One color of green. Who's having a hard time to stop touching it? I know, right? Because we want to decorate, 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 decorate. Whee! But then it just becomes more and more boring green. We actually like the stripes of green. Green piece, dark green pieces, medium green pieces, and yellow. I'm actually waiting for Victoria because I worry that she's going to get behind. And Mom, look at yours. Look at your, do you have dark pieces, medium pieces, and light pieces of grass? 3D. Those are called color values. And Victoria, flick up only. Watch, Victoria. Look, Victoria. Up, 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 up. This is why we have to go up for pointiness. Look, look, Victoria. Yes, pointy, 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 up, up, up. Yep. Now put the yellow on there and see what happens. Don't be scared. Yes, put yellow. Stab the yellow and then flick the yellow through. And then you're trying to get dark, medium, and yellow pieces. We're not done. We're putting a tree. Sorry, Victoria. We have to move on. We can't wait. Okay, everybody watch this. Okay, now I'm going to show you how a tree works. Where's my black paint? Oh, yeah, I haven't used it yet. Black paint. And we're going to put it on our moon. Okay, so don't touch your moon and see if it's dry. It's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how a tree goes. Everybody pause and look up. Even if you're busy, watch me. Everybody watch. Okay, so I do not hold it like a pencil. It is not a pencil. This is an upside down paintbrush. We're going to make a tree. So when I first touch my painting, my paintbrush goes whoop, and then I pull it. And as I pull it, she gets smaller and smaller. And what if it's not perfectly straight? I know, it's a tree. It's not supposed to be perfect straight. So I stab my black. Stop moving, everyone. Watch me. Stop painting. Jaden. Okay, here I go. And I hold my paintbrush upside down. Smash. Look at how big it got. And I pull and pull and pull and pull and pull and pull. And she gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Why? Because sticks go from thick to thin just like arms do. Okay, keep watching. Don't look away. Stop painting. Look at me. Now I'm going to paint branches. Do you know branches are parallel? Who knows the word parallel? Next to, but never crossing over. So now I'm going to make a branch. So I touch it and I go smash, and I pull, 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 softer, softer, and I'm barely touching it and barely touching it. Well, you can't put 2 sticks from the same spot. That'll be a fork. So then I go, okay, more black. Stop. I'm going to go higher up the stick on the other side. Smash. Oh, I can't see it. Smash. And I pull, 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 pull. Then I go on the other side. Can I do right across from there? No, I go higher up on the stick. Whoop. And then on the other side. So it's a zigzag. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And then what if my twigs want twigs? I just do it super, super soft and go to the right, to the left, to the right, and a little higher to the left, a little higher to the right, a little higher to the right, a little higher to the left. It's a pattern. Watch, I'll show you a tree real fast. Trunk, because she's thick, right? So I go smash, pull, pull, branch, and then she would like some twigs. So I go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right. Tree! It's a pattern. You guys have been doing this since you were little, and you make a little Groot, right? And then you put this like fluffy thing on it. That's a Groot. Plants can't go, oh no, they go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. You want to do it with me? Okay, so little blue paintbrush, mostly because she's so pointy, and I stab my black paint. Oh shoot, I just put it in the blue. I didn't put it in the black. Oh no, it was black. Okay, okay, and I'm just going to touch the bottom, because the trees are coming from out here somewhere. I don't know, down the bottom of the painting. So I touch the bottom of the painting like this, and I'm just going to upside down paintbrush. It's not a pencil. What happens if I hold it like a pencil? It'll just open really big and be big the whole time. No, I go upside down paintbrush. She starts off big, smash, and then I pull and pull and pull, and right through my moon, softer, 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 stop. Now you do it. Valeria, turn your painting. It's upside down like this. The moon is on the bottom. And then you should, not a pencil, pull your upside down paintbrush, pull your arms on an elevator. Who's holding it like a pencil? Stop, Jose. Stop. Upside down paintbrush. Pull. Yes. It'll become tiny that way. Okay, now more black paint. Stab. Okay, now I'm going to go like this and try to make branches. But everybody pause and look up. Watch me. Okay, so I'm going to touch the bottom and go parallel, which is next to. And I just touch and go pull. She's shorter though. Stop. Like a little baby branch. Upside down paintbrush. Don't hold it like a pencil. Not a pencil. Upside down, pull. Pull. I'm using 2 fingers. I'm holding it like this and pull. Why? Because it's not a pencil. This is a paintbrush with black paint. Okay, now watch the other branch. Okay, want to try another one? Can I put another one down here and make a fork? No, I have to go on the other side of the stick, maybe near the moon, and touch the stick. Whoops, move my arm. Touch the branch and pull up, 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 up. Let go. You're holding like a pencil. Upside down paintbrush, pull on it like with the tips of your fingers, and it will come tiny. It'll end very pointy. And I'm not even going to get more paint. Look, upside down paintbrush. Look at me. I would like some twigs on these. So I go, watch me, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Don't look away. Watch me and Mom. Look, I go to the right. I don't need more paint. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right. And I go to the right a little bit, to the left a little bit, to the right a little. That's all. Little, just maybe 3. Three little twigs for each branch. And what if you run out of paint? Well, they're invisible. Can I show you on my paper plate again? Right, so I go upside down paintbrush, pull. And then I go to the right. But I can't go right there. I have to go higher up on the stick to the left. But I'm holding my paintbrush with my 2 fingers. And then I put my twigs and I go to the right, to the left, to the right. How do I get it so tiny? How soft do you have to do it? Well, how do you get it thick? You push hard. How do you get it thin? Do it soft. Oh, it's a weird pattern. Who would like another one? Like I have an empty hole right here. Below it and above it. I'm going to just put some more. I already know how now. Upside down paintbrush. Okay, hold like a this. Like a pinchy. And then, ooh. And then put a stick and a stick. Oh! And then maybe another one over here. Ooh, upside down paintbrush. Ooh. And then to the right and to the left. Oh! Do we need very many of them? No, I'm just a little twig. And do they stick out like this? No, they're parallel. Everybody goes up. Everybody goes up. Okay, who wants to see leaves? Well, this tiny paintbrush is the shape of a leaf. You guys want to see? Watch. Stamp. I'm laying not straight ahead. That'll make a circle. No, I lay it down like a little stamp. Stampy, stamp, stampy, stamp. Well, how do leaves grow? To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Watch this. To the right, to the left, 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 to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right. Oh, twigs. Left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Oh, right, left. But they grow in this, because plants grow in a spiral. So they always go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Oh, I have another tree. Remember this tree? Let me see. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. I'm climbing my branches with little tiny phone number dashes. Dash, 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 dash. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. I'm barely touching so she stays tiny. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And the softer I do it, the smaller my leaves. I used to do it with no leaves, but that's winter. And fireflies only come out in the summer, which means there has to be little teeny tiny leaves. You want to see me do it again? To the right, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. It's the same pattern that leaves go. Okay? Oh, you know what would be a good idea is if I put it on my own painting. To the right, to stop decorating plates. Climbing, climbing. And what if it doesn't actually touch the stick? You know, there's stems that we're not going to bother painting in, so who cares? So as long as you have like leafies that go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, our brain totally knows what you're talking about. And then when you're done, what do? And flip. Oh, now it looks like a tree. Those are branches in the pattern of tree. And then because we painted over the glow-in-the-dark paint, you know at night, you'll see the silhouette of your plants. And Mom has a question.
It's a floating tree.
I know, right? Okay, we're not going to use white anymore, so I want to use our white paint to wash out our paintbrush. There is black in my paintbrush, and I do not want this black in my glow-in-the-dark paint. So everybody pause and look up. Look, my white is filthy anyway. So I take the teeny tiny blue paintbrush, and I'm just going to wash machine. I just scrub it inside the white paint, and it's going to scrub out all the black. Because we're not using this white anymore. We're all done, right? And then, ew, what? I just get another paper towel. And when I squeeze it now, I will see if the black came out. And then I look at my no, look, ew. I need to do it one more time. Ew, Ew. So I wash machine in my white again. Right? And I just go, okay. Wash machine. Smashing my paintbrush in there. Wash machine. Oh my God. It is a lot of white on there. But I'm ruining the white. I don't care. I'm not going to use it again. Oh. Right? Now I'm going to get my paper towel and squeeze the white out, which should squeeze out any paint. And then I look at my paint. Oh, yeah. It's white. That means all the black came out. I just did it until I'm pretty sure. And well, let me pinch it one more time. I'm getting a little bit of black powder. Okay, let me see. Okay, there. Okay, clean paper towel. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, now look at your fireflies. Yay. This orange one's wet. You know, if you hit a wet spot, just wipe it off on your paper towel. Don't put that dirty paint in your glow-in-the-dark paint. Just wipe it off, right? Okay, so how thick of glow-in-the-dark paint do we want on our fireflies? As thick as you can do it, except this is what happens. She's thinner than paint. And all of a sudden, she starts to drip. My glow-in-the-dark paint is dripping. Just spin it back on. Get back on there. As soon as she starts to dry and get sticky, she won't drip anymore. Okay? So just, where's your glow-in-the-dark paint? Hello. I like to do the one in the jars first. And I just stab it. How much paint? I don't care. The more paint, the more powder. Glow-in-the-dark powder. So I just go, spin. Woo. It just looks like glue. Stab. Spin. Oh, why a spiral? Because at night, you'll see the spiral. And don't smooth it out and flatten it. Look how lumpy mine is. Why? Well, can you see how lumpy that is? On purpose? Because if it's thick, it has more powder, which means more bright. So don't keep smoothing it flat. Let it be lumpy, because that is more glow-in-the-dark powder. Who's going to give this to a grandkid? Who's going to give it to their mom for Mother's Day? Sell it to your grandparents. They'll pay. I would. Okay, and look how much paint I'm using. I don't even care. And I just swirl it on. Swirl it. And I let it be thick and lumpy. How come? Because it's thicker. I do not want it all thin and baby invisible. I want to see this powder. Okay, now I'm ready. This one is my wet orange. See? I picked up orange in my paintbrush. Should I keep painting with it? No, I'm going to clean it out because that would get orange on everything. So pause. Okay, there. I touched a wet one. Okay. Go back. Now I put, is this one wet? No, it wasn't wet. It was just shiny. Tricked me. Look how thick I'm putting mine. Are you jealous? Mine is thicker than yours. I'm putting mine thicker than... You're jealous, Amirna. I'm getting a huge, disgusting scoop and putting it on my spirals. And I don't even care. It's so thick. It looks like white glue. And I don't even care because it's going to be so... It dries invisible like Elmer's glue. But it's going to put so much powder on there. You know what else I can do? I can do my stars with my stick. Who wants to decorate your stars with glow-in-the-dark paint? You just can't put any glow-in-the-dark paint on your grass. It's wet. It'll just make a disgusting mess. I'm putting more glow-in-the-dark paint than you. I can tell. Mine's gonna be so glowy. I don't even care. Oh my god. Okay. Now I'm gonna use my stick. How come I'm using my stick? Because my paintbrush will go like this. Blah, blah, blah. I do not want that on my stars. So I get a goober of it. Like a nice thick goober and drop them off right on my stars. Boo! And it looks like a Hershey's Kiss. But I run out after 2 pokes. So I have to get more. It's all thick. And go pokety, 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 pokety. More paint. Pokety, pokety. What if I just add more stars? That's too annoying trying to land on my stars. I'm just going to put more stars, but with glow-in-the-dark paint. That is way simpler. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, 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 poke. Poke, poke, poke. Way easier. I'm not trying to put it on my stars. I'm just making more glow-in-the-dark stars. Poke, poke. Hey, one of mine is dripping. One of my fireflies is dripping. I better spiral it back on. Get back on there. Get on there. Okay. Oh, this one too. Spin it back on. It will. Because it will dry and get sticky and she'll stay in place. Okay, there. More diamonds in the sky. Oh. Cuteness, cuteness, cuteness. Oh, I forgot about stars on the other side of my moon. Glow-in-the-dark stars over here. Do you know I can't wait until it gets dark? You know what? Do you guys have a bathroom? Not yet. A bathroom with no windows in it? Anyone? My studio had one, so we could run in the bathroom and close the door and see it glow. I have a bathroom in my house, but just so you could see it. Otherwise, you have to wait till tonight. Okay, above my moon, next to my moon, I'm gonna make some more glow-in-the-dark stars. Oh, near my grass can have more stars. Glow-in-the-dark stars. Look, I'm having fun. Because that's easy decorating, right? That's so fun. Who thinks this came out better than you thought it would? But right now I can't see our pretty colors because they're covered with glue, with the glow-in-the-dark gel. So it's not as colorful as it was. But wait till it dries. And then tonight, because put the lid on your glow-in-the-dark paint. Tonight, when you get to see it in the dark, what if you realize you want more glow-in-the-dark paint on it to make it brighter? Could you put more glow-in-the-dark paint on it? Yes, you can. So you're like, oh, mine's not very bright. I'm just gonna put another layer of glow-in-the-dark paint on it. Does that make sense? That is so fun. But we have to take a picture, so don't go do it now. You have to take a picture. Look at it, Jose. Remember when we first saw it and you're like, there's no way, lady, that I could do this. No, there's no way. And then we're done and we're like, what? I'm a genius. How did I learn how to do that? Because we did it one step at a time. Faith, look at your grass. It has yellow pieces and green pieces. I have a feeling you want to do that again. Do you want to do it with more greens and more yellows? Look at mine. Just put on, just wait till this is over and go back over it and just be thicker and have more, I don't care, fun with it. Up, 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 up. Yep, so much fun. Up, up. Faith has a question.
Are we done for today?
Say it again.
Are we done for today?
We are, And I would suggest, did you notice, Faith, that the only pieces of grass are the grasses with some yellow on them? So if you get them all wet with green again and put more yellow ones, it'll glow. But we're going to take a picture right now. But don't smear it. It's all wet. So don't touch it. And it should dry. Let it rest for like an hour. We put it on really thick, especially the grass. Very lumpy. Okay. So let it rest. And put the lids on all your paints because you can play with them later and paint rocks and stuff. You can make a green frog on a rock, on a round rock. You can make, what else could you make? You could make flowers. You can make a ladybug, paint a round rock red, and then put black dots on it. You know what you can do? Look up on the internet how to paint rocks. And they give you all kinds of good ideas. Never waste your paints, right? These are good supplies. Oh, remember when I first was telling you about washing out your paintbrush? You have to rinse out your paintbrush. I just bounce it up and down underneath the water and I hit the bottom of the sink and I keep rinsing it. And then I get a paper towel and I pinch it and make sure there's no color in it. And then I rinse it some more and pinch any color left in it is plastic. So any dried color is dried plastic, and that's why you can't reuse it. Does that make sense? So you like rinse it till she's clean and paper towel check it. Then you're sure she'll be smooth and nice for next time. We used to only have oil paint, but that took 5 days to dry. This evaporates. Good job, you guys.